Namaste everyone. Happy Krishnastami. So today's story number 4 is Sri Krishna is born. So let's start the story. And God is beauty, God is peace, God is joy, God is everything. And at the midnight, calm and peace everywhere. The stars were shining and the birds were singing sweetly and the peacock was dancing and everything was peaceful and beautiful midnight that was. And Mahavishnu was born to Devaki in the form of child Krishna. Devaki and Vasudeva was amazed to see the child beauty. They had a fear that Kamsa would kill this child. Then she smiled and began to praise the Lord, and Lord Krishna, Lord Vishnu, has appeared before Devaki and Vasudeva, and Lord Vishnu, pleased with the simplicity of Devaki, and Devaki, you are the purest of women, precious life you for a long time, and you worship me with the utmost devotion. Pleased with your devotion, I appear before you, and you begged me that I should be born as your son. I accept you as my mother, my precious, and so this time I was born as your son. I appeared like an original human child. You would not believe that God has indeed been born to you. Saying this, they were looking on. He turned himself into the original child. And Lord Vishnu had asked Vasudeva to take the newborn child and leave it in the house of Nanda at Gokula. Vasudeva and Devaki were wondering how it could be done. The doors were sealed, locked, heavy rain, and the guards were there. And Vasudeva kept the child in the basket, and he kept it in his head, and he is carrying the child, and there are miracles and miracles. Door has automatically opened, and locks and chain were fastened, opened noiselessly, and Vasudeva was walking in wonder, and the gods were in deep sleep. And he reached to the bank of Yamuna, and dense black clouds gathered the sky. It was heavy rain, and another miracle was happened that when he was walking, the river was parted the water, providing the dry part for Vasudeva. He walked along the path and reached to the and Krishna and Vasudeva will be drenched in the rain. So the snake as protected as an umbrella. The big Sri Mahavishnu snake has been as an umbrella and protected both of them from the rain. And they reached the shore to the Nanda's house. And he noticed a newborn girl lying on the side of Yashoda, and he placed the child on the bed of Yashoda and picked up her daughter and carried her in the basket back to the Madura. As soon as he reached to the prison, entered his cell, doors were locked automatically. So that what happened. And next, little baby began to cry. The gods, hearing the baby cry, rushed to Kamsa and reported, my lord Devaki has given birth to child. We have hurried here once to report you. And Kamsa was lying on his bed to sleep. Sleep has been forsaken him for many days. The coming of the eighth child was haunting his mind day and night. When he heard that the girl was born, he snatched a sword and rushed to kill her. Devaki saw him and coming with the girl, and she thought that it was Yama himself coming in the form of a Kamsa. She had and once she felt on his feet and said, "Oh dear brother, this is your daughter-in-law as it was. Don't kill her. It is only a girl. What can a poor girl can do? I am sure being a girl she will be incapable of fulfilling the um, prophecy which has frightened you. Spare me, save me. You have already killed so many of my children. At least leave one daughter to me." She heard the child was crying, and his tears was bathed with the child, but Kamsa's ears were deaf to the implorings of Devaki. He snapped the child away from his hands, from the hands of Devaki. He, si- he seized the child from its tender leg and tried to dash it against a hard stone slab, but the child, which was really Yoga Maya, slipped from his hands and rose into the sky. It was there as a Devi, the goddess Durga, with 8 hands, sporting a variety of weapons, and looking to Kamsa, she said, "Oh fool, why this vain effort to kill me? The child destined to kill you have already been born and growing somewhere else. Do not kill that is innocent child unnecessarily. Search for your real enemy." Having said so, she disappeared. And Kamsa was the devotee of Durga, and appearance of Durga with 8 hands holding the various weapons has immediate effect on his mind. He told himself that if Devaki had given birth to goddess Durga, she could not be an original woman. She suddenly ashamed of himself for his cruelty against Vasudeva and Devaki, and he immediately removed with his own hands the handcuffs and chain which had bounded their hands and feet. Then he said to them with humility, "Oh dear sister and brother, I am very veritable sinner. I feel extremely sorry for you. I have been guilty of a child murder." When tears were in his eyes, he touched the feet of sister and her husband, seeking her pardon. Devaki and Vasudeva, being very noble and accepted the Kamsa's words and become free from their ill and feeling towards them. And they returned to their home. And when Kamsa found how noble and forgiving they were, he felt even more humble and returned to his parents with a lighter heart. And we will continue in the next. Thank you.